This episode is brought to you by Michigan Economic Development Corporation. In Michigan, you can have both a rewarding career and a quality lifestyle, with plentiful career opportunities in world-changing, innovating industries, from electric vehicles to clean energy to biotech, with room for advancement no matter where you are in your career. Plus, Michigan offers a welcoming, beautiful, affordable, and inclusive community for all. Live your best life. You can in Michigan. Visit themichiganlife.org.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Thursday, August 12th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. As always, Instagram's added a new feature, this one designed to protect people and keep them safe in their interactions in the app, and it's called Limits. Let's talk about this specifically because head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, posted about it on his account, and I have the feature, and maybe you do too. Head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, posted today on his feed that they are announcing new tools to help protect the community from abuse. The first one, Limits, is now available globally, which lets you hide comments and DMs from people who don't follow you or who only just followed you. It's intended to prevent abuse, especially towards creators and public figures during spikes of unwanted interactions. Just a side note there, if something happens and you get that 15 minutes of fame unintentionally because maybe a mistake that you made or some incorrect news item, whatever it is, this would be a great time to turn on this specific feature. He continues in the post that Instagram already shows a warning when someone tries to post a potentially hurtful comment. If they try to post it again, Instagram shows a stronger warning, reminding them of community guidelines and that comment may be removed if they proceed. Now they will show the stronger message the first time rather than waiting for multiple tries. Also, he mentions that they're rolling out hidden words to everyone globally by the end of the month. And here's what it does. When it's turned on, it will automatically filter DM requests with offensive words, phrases, and emojis so you never have to see them. I'm going to say as a side note, if there are certain emojis that people use a certain way, you could turn on this feature, hidden words, just for those emojis. He ends by saying, we hope that these new features will better protect people from seeing abusive content, whether it's racist, sexist, homophobic, or any other type of abuse, none of which have any place on Instagram. If people don't feel safe, they're not going to use Instagram. We have to keep working to prevent abuse. While addressing racism online, much like addressing it in society, is a constant challenge, we're going to keep making changes and listening to feedback on what more we can do. Here's the quote that Instagram's public relations team has put out, quote, we developed this feature because we heard that creators and public figures sometimes experience sudden spikes of comments and DM requests from people they don't know. In many cases, this is an outpouring of support, like if they go viral after winning an Olympic medal. But sometimes it can also mean an influx of unwanted comments or messages. Now, if you're going through that or think you may be about to, you can turn on Limits and avoid it. End quote. I checked and I do have this feature. It's under Settings and then Privacy. You'll see an option for Limits where it explains that if you feel like you're being harassed, you can temporarily limit unwanted comments and messages. Limiting is similar to restricting, but helps you manage harassment from groups instead of individuals. We'll recommend groups of accounts that you may want to limit comments and messages from. Limited comments and messages will be hidden unless you approve them. However, it concludes by saying this won't affect your reach in Feed and Explore. And you have the option to push Continue, and then it says who to limit. Accounts that aren't following you is turned on by default. It explains that these accounts may be spam, fake, or created to harass you. You can limit recent followers. Again, this toggle is turned on by default. These accounts started following you in the last week. And you have the option for how long to limit these interactions. The default is set for 1 week, but you can change that to any number of days or weeks that you would like. And then at the bottom it says, we'll remind you to turn this off after the time you choose. Great features. Really glad that Instagram is working to improve this because if you're a famous person or you're getting some sort of notoriety because of your actions or maybe something even that you didn't do but someone else did, you definitely want a way to manage that influx of communication. Okay, that's it for today's show, but I do have a request. if you are a graphic designer or you know someone that is, I need some help with some Instagram projects. So if you could reach out to me or connect me with someone who you think would be good for me to talk to, I would really appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram at Daniel Hill Media, someone with some graphic design experience who's good at creating Instagram posts. Send me a DM at Daniel Hill Media. That's it for today's show, but come back tomorrow for Feature Friday, where we'll talk about a feature of the Instagram app that you did not know about or forgot existed. So come back tomorrow for that.